start a beat for you.
Okay.
You'll be here all by yourself.
Whatever you
Chilling
say.
all by yourself. Nobody's even watching.
Yeah, we're officially live. I think we got to wait for that thing up there.
Yeah, the
not what
button.
that says there. All right. Hey, what's
Hello.
crack-a-lackin'? I'm not exactly sure. Whoa.
That's you.
That ain't me. That's you. So, welcome to the show. We're running a little behind today. I flew, and I didn't literally fly, but I did fly to Warren today and then flew back home. Anyways, here we are. We are on episode 21 of Rasslin Rage. I want to thank you for joining us. If this is the first time you're joining us, please give us a thumbs up, like the video. Make sure it's going to be like over there, I think, like down there.
Oh, man, come
right
on.
There.
What are you doing?
It's right there. Anyways, click that. And if you click that or hover over it, there'll be like a subscribe. All right. Or if you're, watching us later on, you can click that too, or you can go down here. Down in the description below, there's all kinds of links. If you want to buy a Rasslin Rage T-shirt,
there's a link for that.
There we go. If you would like to, I'm glad you caught on.
I'm a little slow.
I know. But there's a link for that. If you would like to buy some wrestling gear, maybe you want to catch an old pay-per-view,
there's a link for that.
There we go. All right. If you would like to buy some Bluewater Championship wrestling tickets on their website,
there's a link for that.
There we go. Good there. All right. So we got a bunch of stuff down there. You want to go to Fite TV and you want to watch ROH for free, you can register. There is
a link for that.
Yes, sir. Okay. So you can go down there, check all that out. We got high spots. We got all that good stuff down there. Click it, buy a T-shirt, do whatever, hook us up. All the money we make from anything down there goes back to the show.
And speaking of T-shirts, if you haven't noticed or you haven't been to the website, there's a new design. You should go check it out. It's really cool. I think it'll make some money for us.
Yes, this is true. Chunk Eagles ratings.
That's right.
Excuse me. Wow. Well, that was great. Yeah, thanks so much. Terrible. Yeah, I know. So towards the end of the show, we do a segment called Legit Wrestling Questions. Legit wrestling questions. They have to be about wrestling. So start thinking about questions that you will want to ask us at the end of the show. That way we're not trying to keep reading answers. We're trying to read this, read that. We're trying to focus on the show, get through the show. We're still going to have some interaction. And, we both have our chat up to watch and while we're doing the show. So, we'll do that at the end. So legit wrestling questions at the end of the show. So definitely have some of those ready. Love the plug. All right. So before we get too far in, I want to let everybody know that next week, and I know you're going to be really sad, okay? You're going to go ahead and get some tissues right now. Sit down. Okay, are you ready? All right, good. There's not going to be a show next week. I know. You're upset. And you.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah. Chunk and I are heading down to the Cobo Hall, and we'll be waiting in line for many hours to get Charlotte.
No, not many hours.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you ain't riding with me.
Why not?
Because
where are you going?
So the doors open at noon, I believe.
Yep.
I will be there at noon.
At noon? You're going to be there at noon.
I'm going to walk in through the doors when they open and go get in line and sit there for 6 hours. Just like I did when I met AJ Styles.
6 hours?
Yeah, because she comes out at 6. You bring a chair, you sit, and you wait.
Do you watch Big Bang?
No.
Oh,
but
you're
I'm
terrible.
just saying.
I want a chair on a stick.
You're guaranteed an autograph that way. You show up at the last minute, they have like a thing, like if you're not
guaranteed. Have you seen me? Charlotte would see me standing in line and be like, "Hold on, I gotta go sign his autograph."
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Guaranteed.
I don't think so.
Hey.
So yes, no show next week. We're going to meet Charlotte Flair on Friday. So, and there's no way after sitting in line for 6 hours.
Oh, we just made the list.
That I'm going to do a show, or we are going to do a show, because we're going to have to stop and get something to eat, because there's only they won't only let us out of line so many times, you know, like you'll only be able to save my spot so long before people start complaining.
I think we should just stop at McDonald's on the way and grab a sack of burgers.
Yeah, well, we can do that
10
too.
burgers.
Well,
that'll get us 6 hours at least, right?
There is, yeah, hurry up and wait. But you know what? I'm guaranteed an autograph.
I like this idea right here.
What's that?
Mr. DiBiase has.
Go live on the road.
Yeah,
so
we would do that a couple of times.
What's that called when you don't write a script? What's that called? What do they call that? There's a word for it.
I call it winging it, because I mean, I read your script or your outline like 10 minutes before the
I know. Well, I write it, and then the next time I read it is like now.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean,
if you write it, it's
not meant to It's not meant to be word for word. It's meant to be like, look down, give me an idea.
This is what we're gonna talk about.
Right.
You know, this is the
talk some snap.
Yeah.
So before we get into the collector's corner, because we're gonna do collector's corner, because
the cuff is good.
If you have not been paying attention to the Facebook, we got a surprise tonight. Well, it's not really a surprise now, but I mean, if you've been paying attention, that's what we're going to talk about.
I haven't been paying attention.
No, you never pay attention. But anyways, before we hop into Collector's Corner, I want to do some shout-outs. You know, every once in a while I do these things because, you know, when people do things for you, if they don't feel appreciated, they're not going to keep doing those things.
Right.
So, you know, I'm an instructor in karate, actually in Tung Soo Do. And so I have a lot of people that do stuff for me because I do stuff for them. It's kind of like the mafia, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I might ask you for a favor someday.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's
Yes,
wedding.
exactly.
I got you, buddy.
You pick it up exactly what I was putting down right there on that one. You feel my pain. All right. So anyways, first of all, on the list for the shout-outs is Miss Kendra Sagish, okay? This woman, she has been helping me with social media marketing and really helping me with some things online and showing me what I need to do, and it's working. So big shout-out to her. Thank you so much for your help. You know, definitely never going to forget about what you've done for us. And then her husband, Michael Sagish, he's our website guy. He does all the website stuff because I have no clue. Okay, I can do server stuff and I can do some Avant. I can do some Linux and things like that. What?
I don't know. I thought you were speaking Japanese.
Computer stuff. So I can do some Linux and Ubuntu servers, but I can't write a website. And so Mr. Sagish does that. And so I want to give him a big shout out and thank you so much for, you know, doing the website stuff for us. And then, you know, this one's hard for me to say because it's one of my instructors, and I don't call her by her name. Like,
right, I understand.
You know, it's Kyosin Weir or Mrs. Weir. It's never Miss Mary Weir. It's hard for me to do that. It really is. I'm an etiquette guy. I'm all about etiquette. Yes, sir, Tung Soo. You know what I mean? I don't play. You know, but anyways. But I want to give her a big shout out because she's really been helping me. An English major, I am not. I have never been one to be all about the English language.
Yeah, they don't teach English in Marysville, do they?
Yes, well, it depends on what you do in Marysville. And what level of football, well, back then, what level of football you played. Now it's different.
Nothing, just keep going.
Anyways, moving. Okay. So, so what she's doing is she's helping me with the posts for like descriptions of the video, different posts that are going up. She's making them like pizzazzed, right? Not bajazz. What is that? Bajazz. What is that thing where the girls?
Pizzazz.
Well, there's that pizzazz, but Bejeweled. What is that?
Bejeweled, bedazzled.
Bedazzled. That's it. Bedazzled. Right? All right.
I mean, you don't remember The Rock in the Game Plan?
No. I don't.
That's
refresh
like,
my mind.
That's like the greatest Rock movie ever.
Oh, the game. Okay, the movie. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
When the little girl bedazzled his helmet.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So I can write a little bit, but she's amazing when she writes. And I want to say thank you so much for your help. I keep telling her she needs to write a book because she's definitely can tell you a story.
Children's book.
Any book for that matter.
Children's book sell.
Life stories. Yeah, John Cena. Okay, so let's go right into Collector's Corner. Today.
Hey, what'd you get?
Yeah, so Chunk had to work.
I always have to work.
He had to work. And the Great Lakes Comic Con, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Was it last week or the week before? Well, anyways, was it the Macomb Community College? They have 2 campuses, but it was in the one at Warren. It wasn't in down there on Hall Road. But anyways, I went down there and I met Ted DiBiase.
Hey, that's cool. I got one too.
Did you? Yeah.
From work.
Yeah.
He brought it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
I got a picture with him too, but like I said, I flew back and the script or not the script, but the outline was already written, and not everything else was done, and I had to come in and post video or get links all done, and yeah, so I'll post the pictures, the rest of the pictures later. He did have the $1 million belt.
Oh, did he?
Yes. So if you got a picture with him, it was $20 for an autograph with the 8x10 or whatever you wanted it on. If you wanted it on, because everybody has something.
Action figure.
Action. Oh, man. So here's I'm going to tell you about a vendor. Are you ready? I don't know his name. I don't know the name of the store or whatever he is. Okay.
Right.
So you're a vendor. You have your toys, right? You're a toy vendor or whatever. You got horror toys, Star Wars toys, toys, right? Collector toys. And you
got Legos?
I don't know. I didn't look. There were
toys.
Some guys had like the mini figures, the little Lego mini. There was people that had that, but I didn't see like Lego sets or anything like that. But I saw a lot of Star Wars stuff, like the original Millennium Falcon, still in the box, never opened. Yeah. Okay. So
how much was it?
I don't know. There was not a price tag on it. That means it's really expensive.
No, that just means I have to call.
There was a X-Wing. It was still in the box, but I don't think it was the first run. And it was $90.
Yeah.
But anyways, this vendor, he's got all kinds of toys. He's got wrestling toys, right? Now, it's my fault that I didn't order wrestling or Ted DiBiase in time. All right, that's my fault. When we decided that we were actually going to do it, we were going to go and we were trying to find the Target Elite Series of Hall of Fame for Ted DiBiase, and
we found it, but we didn't.
We found it, but it was not going to be guaranteed it was going to ship here in time, because even with Amazon Prime, because the ones that were on Amazon weren't Prime. They didn't have the Prime option to get here in 2 days. So we weren't able to do that. However, we're going to get another opportunity. So
right.
I go there and I'm like, so what we can do is I'll look around, because I know like at Motor City Comic Con, there's all kinds of dudes that are selling wrestling toys. And even at the Autorama, there's dudes selling wrestling toys. That's where I got the AJ Styles. I'm talking at an Autorama, dude.
So how many people are selling?
2 guys. I found 2 people selling wrestling toys. All right.
Did anybody have a Ted DiBiase action figure?
No.
Are you serious?
So I talked to the one guy. He's starting up. Ted DiBiase ain't even out yet. It's just a little after 5. He's got a bunch of toys set up. Now, if I'm a vendor and I'm selling wrestling toys, okay, and I'm doing a show where $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase's on, I'm bringing Ted DiBiase toys and I'm marking them up, right?
Oh yeah,
right. Okay,
100%
right.
easy,
right?
You know,
okay. So He's like, yeah, I got some Ted DiBiase's, but they're at home. Well, what good are they doing me at home, dude? Well, he lived in Novi. I'm going to go to Novi, come back, give me an hour.
I don't know. I am from around here.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know.
I waited
that.
an hour and the guy didn't show up. Well, you know, he wasn't in back. And I was like, that's it. I'm done. You know, and I went and got the autograph, which was cool. By the way, Ted DiBiase is a really cool guy.
Yeah.
He was really cool. I mean, he was like, I've been to a lot of autograph signings where it's just like, here, God. You know what I mean? They're just signing and on you go. Nothing.
No, I've never.
You know,
no.
That what I'm saying. I've been.
Pushy. I'm real pushy when it comes to stuff like
that. I am too.
You know?
Hence why I hopped in front of Ric Flair, brother.
I know.
All right. Trust me, I made Ric Flair shake my hand. Trust me. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, but that was a bad decision.
Oh, I don't care.
Very horrible.
Hey, you know what? Decision. I can say for the rest of my life, I can say, yeah, I went with Ric Flair. And then I stood in front of him, put up the 4 horsemen right in front of him.
See, I would have stood between him and Arn.
They weren't moving.
And instead of putting up the 4 horsemen, I would have had him throw up the 5 MW.
What a mark. Didn't you? Hey, I thought you weren't going to be able to join us tonight. That's awesome. They're in they're in the Lincoln Park area because tomorrow is our wish me luck. Cross your fingers so I don't die. I have to go and research tomorrow for my black belt, and my instructors are at the place or venue. Maybe they're not now, but they're at the venue setting up everything so that they can kick our butts tomorrow.
I was going to say, this sounds fun.
Before setup? Well, I thought that'd be done already.
Nah.
That's crazy. All right. So, that was really cool that I got to go out there and meet the guy. So he was really cool. He was talking with everybody. He had the $1 million belt.
I'm really sad I didn't get to go.
Now, he didn't take the whole thing out like this, right? He just kind of set it on you, and it sat on your shoulder, and he'd come up and with the picture.
Right.
He was charging $20.
$20 for a picture like that?
No, an autograph.
Oh, yeah.
You get $30. It was $30 for the autograph and a picture.
So $10 for the picture.
Right, basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's standard.
Sure.
That's standard.
You know how much you know how much they're charging for his autograph at the Legend Show?
Like $50 or something,
50.
right? Yeah.
50.
Yeah, but I mean, the Legend Show, you can get a lot for a little.
Yeah, I suppose. So, anyways, that was a awesome experience. I had a good time. Next week, we talked about it because there's no show next week. We are heading to the Autorama. Then we're going to meet Charlotte Flair. I don't know if Chunk's going to sit for 6 hours. If not, I'm leaving him behind because I'm going to sit in a chair in line for 6 hours.
This guy.
That's what I did for AJ. Alex did it too. Alex sat right with me.
Apparently, you don't know me. Sitting is my greatest hobby. You know that, right? Like, I mean.
Okay. All right. So check it out. We're going to do that. Then, so that's Friday. Saturday.
Oh yeah, I kind of wish Hollywood was here for this.
Saturday, we're off to NXT.
Yeah, guess who got tickets to NXT?
Cheers.
That's right.
We're next. I think we got fifth row.
Fifth row?
Fifth row floor. Yes. Right next to the ring.
So we'll be on TV.
If they put it on there. I don't know.
Oh, well, it'll be on the network, I'm sure.
We'll see.
Some part of it will be.
But yeah, so we're going to NXT. And this is a developing story in my side of the woods here. I'm sorry that I can't bring you along on this one, but I'm going to Raw.
Oh, yeah?
On the 12th. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. A friend of mine got a hold of me, and I didn't have a bunch of money. And I'm like, look, I don't have the money, to give you for these tickets. I don't have that planned out,
Right.
And he's like, he was going to take his brother, I think, or something like that. His brother's younger, like way younger than him. And he was like, hey, look, looks like you're going. And I was like, look, bro, I don't got the money. He's like, I ain't worried about it. Pay for gas.
Yeah, nice.
You know, and I was like, okay. So then he sends me a message. And it's a little like a screenshot of a part of the ticket that shows where you're sitting.
Oh, yeah.
We are where the announce tables usually are, but 12 rows back.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. I was like, sweet. Yeah, I'm rolling out.
Now, do you know the card for the NXT show?
No, I do not.
No, I haven't even looked.
No, I do not know the card, but it's going to be a good time. Now, I've heard through the grapevine at the Royal Oak Music Theater after the show, if you kind of hop out back, all the wrestlers come out back and they'll sign autographs as they're going to leave.
I'm sorry, I was awestruck by Billy Ray's comment here. He's going to be at the NXT show too.
You're going to be at the NXT, or
he said he's going to be there with her?
Oh, I think he's going to be there at Charlotte for Charlotte. I was just talking to him about that today. Oh, there's always another time. Roman will be around for a while.
I'm good. I don't want to see him anymore.
Neither do I, but it is what it is. So yeah. Anyways, the tickets for the Legends of Wrestling have went on sale, and
they're amazing.
We need to get on it.
I know. We will tomorrow, I think.
All right. So it's in Detroit. It's not cheap, but let's see here. If you want to meet some of the greatest names of wrestling, here we go. You ready for this list? These are the people that are going to be there and available for VIP meet and greets. You can go. I forget the website, and you can look.
I did it through Facebook.
So you search Indy or Legends of Wrestling,
yes.
Detroit.
Legends of Wrestling Detroit is
and
what
you
I
can
searched.
purchase tickets right through their Facebook. Once you see the ticket prices, you're going to see why the VIP is the best package. But anyways, here's the names. Ric Flair, Sting, Mick Foley, Ted DiBiase, the Nasty Boys, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Billy Gunn, Jimmy Hart, Road Warrior Animal, and Eric Bischoff. All in one spot, and there's a wrestling show.
Yeah.
So you can get tickets to just meet the Legends. You can get tickets to the Legends and the wrestling show. You can get tickets to just the wrestling show. You can get tickets just for autographs, or but you have to pay for admission to the show. So go on there, check it out. I don't think tickets are going to last long.
Yeah, probably not. Not with those names.
There's a lot of. I'll be at Billy Ray Daniels says he'll be at NXT when they book him. All right. So I want to go, and I got my money man on it. So here we go. Now we're done with Collector's Corner, and I say that's part of Collector's Corner because that's where you can get a bunch of autographs, right?
Yeah.
And obviously I'm an autograph collector, so
I'm just a collector.
Yeah, you collect everything. All right.
So
we are now going into our Indies portion of the show where we talk about Indies in Michigan. And, we talk about more than just Michigan, but we talk about Indies in general, but we focus on Michigan. Primarily we talk about BWCW a lot, which is Bluewater Championship Wrestling. But we're going to start this one off with Evolve. Evolve 105. If you've never seen Evolve, check them out online. They're part of the WWN live network, and they're part of that subscription service. But you can go check their live shows out.
I'll give it back in a minute.
What are you doing?
Carry on.
I need to use this.
Okay, you can have that one. You're doing a wonderful job. I just want you to know that.
Don't be messing with my crap, dude. I'll knock you out.
I wouldn't do that.
All right. So tickets went on sale for Evolve 105. What are you doing?
Just go. Keep going. People are watching.
I'm in mission mode, and you're over here messing things up.
These uncomfortable silences should not be happening.
Well, then stop messing with stuff in the middle of the show. You big dummy.
No, I'm a little dummy.
You big dummy. Any rate. Does he really do anything, Cody? No, he doesn't. No. Anyways, tickets for Evolve 105 in Livonia, Michigan went on sale. If you haven't checked out an Evolve show, you should. That's where I met Zack Sabre Jr. It's up there somewhere. I met Matt Riddle there, ACH, Ethan. What was it?
Ethan Carter III.
Yeah. No, that's EC3.
Okay.
Ethan Page.
Oh,
Ethan Page. Ethan Page, which is now Ethan.
Oh yeah, what is he?
Park. Ethan Park in Impact. And then you can go in there. Ticket. Let's see. So first row is $40. Second row is $30. I believe. Excuse me. Third row is $30 as well. There's also GA available. I'm not sure if those are what the price on GA is. But me and this guy here will be at Evolve 105 checking out one of our buddies, Jeff the refs for Evolve. What are you doing? Give me my crap back now before I hit you. Because I've about had it with you already. My God. I'm going to backhand him and I'm going to knock him out. Here we go. What did you do?
Nothing. I just changed a line.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. See? Yeah. You're getting all worked up over nothing.
Why'd you do it now? Why didn't you wait?
Because I didn't think about it until right now. I apologize.
I'm going to hit him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
It's so easy.
All right. Yeah, right. So anyways, they have stars like Sabre Jr., Matt Riddle, let me see, ACH, Keith Lee, and our buddy Jeff the Ref, who is from the area. He refs for WWN. So he not only refs for Evolve, but any indie that is associated with WWN, like Shine, what's that other one? FTP, I think it is, or something like that. There's a couple of them he refs for. I've been talking to him to get him on the show. He's very particular about the things that he does, and I can't say that I blame him because he's going up, he's going places, and he's really got to watch what he involves himself in so that he doesn't ruin anything that he's doing. And so we've talked about it, and he's game. We're working it out. I got a lot of talk going on with people that we're got to get stuff down. Right. So we're gonna have that. So I think he's gonna go to the WWE eventually. But also Cyrus 18 tours with Evolve. Right. Basically wherever Evolve is, he's there too. Now he might not wrestle, he might be setting the ring up, but he's making his bones. With the company is what he's doing, and that's what they have to do. So we might get the opportunity to see Cyrus 18 as well when we go to Evolve. So that's a good time there. House of Hardcore, right? House of Hardcore has announced a show April 28th.
Pretty close to
home. Pretty close in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah. Fort Wayne, Indiana. The card hasn't been released yet. At least what I couldn't find. I couldn't find anything. I definitely would consider going.
Yeah, I would too, depending on how much the tickets are.
Well, it's House of Hardcore. It can't be that. It can't be more than Evolve.
Right, you wouldn't think so, right?
But Austin Aries was a champ, so I don't know.
I don't know if he is anymore.
Right. So there's that. I missed this last week. I don't know how I did. I forgot.
Yeah, no, I was surprised when I saw it on Facebook. I was like, oh man.
Well, the show wasn't that great either.
No.
But so anyways, Wrestle Circus is back. Tessa Blanchard was the main event. She wrestled Brian Cage for her big top, I don't know, sideshow.
Right, the sideshow
belt. She lost the belt to Cage for the side.
Did she?
Yeah, the sideshow. But anyways, Wrestle Circus is back. They got another show coming up on March 24th. Again, you can watch, we've talked about it before, you can watch Wrestle Circus on Twitch. They have, you can subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, with Amazon Prime on Twitch, you get 1 free subscription. Usually a subscription on Twitch is $4.99. Now you can watch stuff on Twitch for free when it's live.
Right.
But like, okay, for instance, with Wrestle Circus, the way they do it is you can watch their stuff for free when it's live. But let's say you want to catch VOD, right?
Right.
You have to have a subscription to do that.
Right.
Okay. Now they'll randomly replay some of their shows on Twitch, but basically, in order to get the full benefit of Wrestle Circus, to be able to go back and watch their old stuff, you need a subscription. So if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription to any whatever. So if you wanted to subscribe to Wrestle Circus, you could use that through your Amazon Prime account. Now you could also subscribe to House of Hardcore, or you could subscribe to Impact. Now, I don't know if Impact offers anything special,
right,
like a Wrestle Circus does, but it's a way to support indies, and it's a way to support Wrestle Circus. It's also a way to support House of Hardcore or Impact or whatever wrestling organization, because Lucha AAA, Lucha Libre is on there as well. Before it went to Defiant, the other one, what was Defiant before? WCPW or whatever. That it was on Twitch. It was transitioning from YouTube to Twitch, and then I don't know what happened. Now it's back on YouTube. Who knows? But anyways, that's a cool one. And if you, I like Wrestle Circus. I just don't think this past show, I don't think they had a lot of time to book it.
Right. They probably threw it together pretty quick.
There was a couple one book they had. One was they had Chelsea on, and she was on as herself and not what they call her gimmick, the hot mess. And she was on, but then she transformed into a hot mess, and it was hilarious. But did you know she's dating Zack Ryder?
Nope.
Yeah, she's dating Zack Ryder. So they had a fatal 4-way for the #1 contender for the women's title. So whoever won that match is going to go on to face Tessa Blanchard for the women's title. Well, one of the girls came out dressed up like Zack Ryder. It was hilarious.
That's funny.
So that was kind of funny, but that was cool. So then
was it Caitlyn Jenner?
No, I don't know what her name is.
Oh.
So anyways, those are, those shows, they're not in Michigan. Wrestle Circus is out of Texas, and
House of Hardcore is out of
Pennsylvania, right? Pittsburgh.
Philly. Oh, Pittsburgh, is it Pittsburgh?
Mm-mm.
I thought it was Philadelphia.
It's Philly. You're right. I'm wrong. Write that down. I admitted it. Okay. So
I don't know why we got to write it down.
This weekend we have a couple shows in Michigan. Now these are the ones that I knew about. Yes, I didn't. I try to find them. They're hard sometimes to find. Like if there's places on Facebook where they're posting them and stuff, and I go through Facebook, I go through all these websites trying to find the events for the weekend. I really do, and sometimes I can't. Like, so maybe there's a show on the other side of the state that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I just can't find it because they're not all posted in the same places, So anyways, Clash, which I've checked out some of their stuff. Clash Wrestling in Michigan. Saturday, which is tomorrow, they'll be holding Clash to the Future. That's the name of it. OVE is there. And they're going to take on Lotus is their name. I've never seen Lotus, so I don't know anything about them.
Never heard of them.
But OVE puts on a great show. So this is going to be at the Taylortown Trade Center in Taylor, Michigan. There's pre-sale deals available online at clashwrestling.com. And the tickets are also $15 at the door. Go check them out. Justin Maine also wrestles in Clash, as well as James Alexander. Actually, James Alexander is the current champ, I believe. And he beat Maine for the championship. So definitely, if you can, go check out Clash. I'm also pretty sure that Alex has been booked for Clash once or twice as well. Then Sunday, the 25th, these are all wrong. These dates, I put them wrong.
That's why I was like,
yeah. So though it should be February. Whoops. So Sunday, XICW holds their 4th episode of the 4th season of Proving Ground in Warren, Michigan. It's at the Hot Rock Sports and Music Cafe. Bell time is at 5:30. You can go to xicwdetroit.com to purchase tickets. Weaponized Alex Weir will be there. He's part of the Proving Ground, so you should definitely check it out. And this is a way that they, for XICW, when they do the Proving Ground, this is how they, get these guys, these younger guys, a little bit less experience, exposure, so that they can start booking them on the bigger shows that XICW does, which is awesome. So definitely check that out. Now, the big news today is that I believe it was today, and we don't have a flyer yet, so we're waiting for it. We're waiting, okay, but we'll get it soon. The tickets have officially went on sale for Bluewater Championship Wrestling's Leprechauns Gone Wild, midget wrestling, all right, and in your face. So we got Minnie McGregor, who also is Eric Smalls, all right, and then also Buddy the Bulldog, both have been guests on the show, are going to finally face off again for the title, for the Micro BWCW Championship. Yeah. All right. So I can't wait for this show. Last week, there was two major match announcements right here in our chat from a Bluewater Championship Wrestling executive. First announcement was Weaponized Alex Weir will be taking on, let me say it again. Rising Star Champion.
There you go.
Weaponized Alex Weir is going to be taking on the Cruiserweight BWCW champion. And I mean, this guy is, I don't know how long he's been in the business, but it's been a while. Amazing Nate Matson. All right. So I definitely would like to see Alex pull a W out of this one. That would be great. But we'll see how that goes. And then the second match that was announced on the show was Justin Maine versus MM3. Now, MM3 is an amazing wrestler, and so is Justin Maine.
That's going to be an amazing
match. So I'm really looking forward to this match and checking out what's going to go down, because MM3, he's a third generation wrestler. His dad's a wrestler. His dad's dad was a wrestler. You know what I mean? So and there maybe even goes back further than that I don't know of. You know what I mean?
His dad's
dad's mama's second cousin's aunt that lived down that road down there.
I don't know about all that.
It's a joke, man. Come on. So I'm really excited about this match, and I'm sure there's going to be other matches announced in the future before it happens. Are we going to see Billy Ray on that card? Are we going to see Billy Ray? Are we going to see the tag titles?
That's even what I want.
Is that even a better? Are we going to see the Redneck Rock Stars defend the titles at this show?
Woo! Here we go. Exclusive. Ring of Honor prospect Buddy Hanlon will go one-on-one with James Alexander.
Wrestling! Yes. So there we go.
Guy.
That's the beauty of watching this show live, or even if you're catching it afterwards, you get all the exclusive Bluewater Championship Wrestling news right here on Rasslin Rage. So definitely that's cool. Buddy Hanlon, I seen him at the BCW show, the Border City show that I went to. I can't think of the name of that bar. Diamondback Saloon. There it is. Diamondback Saloon. Mm-hmm. And he's not bad. He's definitely pretty good. He's been around for a long time. That was like 11. He's been around for a while. I definitely want to see the tag titles, or even Billy Ray. I don't mind. I'd like to see Billy Ray in action. I don't know who he's going to take on, but
I'd like to see Billy Ray versus El Diablo.
All right. So that's definitely a good time. Now, so we talked about that. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. $15 for a ticket in advance. I believe they're going to be $20 at the door when you show up.
If you got a family,
you can get the family 4-pack. Over here.
Yeah.
4-pack for $50. $50. right? So that's not a bad deal. That's a real exclusive number 2. The Bluewater Tag Team titles are on the line as Redneck Rockstars take on Super Future. That's 2 weeks in a row. We've had 2 big announcements on our show. That's awesome. I like that.
Yep.
I can dig that. You beat them already. Where'd you beat them? Billy Ray. You didn't beat. Did you beat both of them by yourself, or did you have a partner?
No. I think he beat El Diablo.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
You know he's slow.
He must be on a, or either that or we're like lagged and we don't know.
It took him 7 minutes to type that 4-word sentence.
He's probably on his phone.
I know.
I was watching some things about marketing and analytics about YouTube, and 80% of the videos that are watched on YouTube are watched on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Or a tablet.
Definitely.
That's pretty sweet. So anyways, that was a little knowledge for you.
A bit of information.
Right. Since the man is in the room, Billy Ray Daniels, remember him? He was on the very first show. He is, let's see here, he is one half of the BWCW Tag Team Champions, the Redneck Rockstars. He is the PPW Cruiserweight Champion. Do you have any other titles? You got any more titles? Nice shirt, Cody. Oh, you like that one?
I like mine better.
Original Gangsta. That's right.
5MW is way
pew, pew,
better.
pew, 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 pew. All right.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Inside joke. All right. So Billy Ray Daniels is heading.
I told you.
What? Hey, yo. What's happening? NWO. I think they had basketball.
Orale.
Orale. Was it?
Viva la raza.
Viva la raza. Okay, so.
You are so white.
Duh. So, Billy Ray is heading down to Louisiana, Wrestlemania weekend.
Yeah, man, this is a really cool thing.
That's pretty sweet. He's heading down to Louisiana. He's going to wrestle on a show on what's the date? March 3rd.
No, 5th.
No, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong one.
April 5th.
Yeah, April 5th for PPW AIWF. He's actually wrestling on 2 cards on the same night. So there's 2 shows that night. I forget what times he said. They're like 5 and 9 or something like that.
Oh, I was going to say, hopefully they're,
Oh, yeah, they're spaced out a bit.
Away.
Yeah.
Or they're close. The venues are close.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. He's gonna head down to Louisiana. He's gonna wrestle twice down there. Are you gonna be able to hang out down there at all? And maybe when are you heading down? Are you heading down the night before, or are you going down there that night? Are you gonna be able to take in any of the WrestleMania festivities?
Whatever you do, don't lose your lunch. Word to the wife.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you'll end up on trash baggers. So that's great. Then April 5th, March 3rd, Billy Ray will also be facing off against Cyrus 18.
That's gonna be a good match.
In Indiana. They're gonna be on a show or on a card in Indiana for CIW. So it's good to see both these guys are traveling.
Yeah.
They're getting out there, and they're making a name for themselves. So that's pretty cool. So big shout out to Billy Ray Daniels, who's in the chat. Give him a thumbs up and say, congratulations and all that stuff. That's a pretty big deal, man. What?
Nothing.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Staying until Monday morning. That's sweet, man.
Yeah,
cool.
That's cool.
Definitely.
He's going in the night before and staying until Monday morning.
Hopefully you're able to take in some WrestleMania stuff. Maybe not. You're not going to be able to go to WrestleMania, but
I wonder if any of the talent is going to be doing a stand up or anything around Louisiana. Like Dolph Ziggler does stand up.
Yeah.
Mick Foley does stand up.
No clue, man.
Edge and Christian do stand up. I'm sure everyone's going to be in town for WrestleMania, you would think, right? Yeah,
definitely a cool thing. All right, so we do a section of news that we talk about. We call this All the Rage. All the Rage, right? Because a lot of times we like to rage out about the news. But one of the what is so funny?
Nothing.
We're getting out the gloves after. All right. So all the rage. The first thing we're going to talk about is one of the biggest things that happened. There's not a lot of news, but there is some news. But one of the big things that happened is that WWE announced that they're going to induct Double J.
One of the biggest things? I think this is like the biggest announcement in the last decade, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, how much money do you think he had to give Vince?
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But I don't know. It's
firstborn.
I've never really been a big Jeff Jarrett guy. I've never really been a big Jeff Jarrett fan.
I mean,
Slapnuts
was one of the.
That was the only thing that I really.
When
he came to WCW and Slapnuts, that was about it. That because after he came into WCW and did the Slapnuts thing, like you know how certain things catch on and people say it for a long time. I had to call people Slapnuts for a while.
I was a fan from the very beginning. I thought Jeff Jarrett was sweet when he first came out. The Double J and fiery fireworks above the ring and stuff. His strut was so close to Ric Flair, but completely different. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, not to say, nothing again. I'm not saying that his family hasn't been a molded thing into wrestling. Okay. I mean, obviously the Jarrett family were big promoters. They did a lot for the industry. Jarrett started the TNA and all that stuff. I'm not taking away from any of that, but personally, I never was a Jeff Jarrett guy. I mean, I never really. Everybody's got their favorites, and everybody's got the ones that they never really paid attention to.
Right.
Jeff Jarrett's one of those guys that I just never really paid attention to. I didn't really pay attention to Jeff Jarrett even when he started TNA. It was when the Global Force thing all started.
Right.
That's when I started to kind of pay attention, and that kind of just like fizzled out.
Oh man, I was so sad.
And then he did the thing with Impact where they came into Impact, and it was a dual branded thing, and then whatever happened with him and Impact, and then now he's gone again, and he was in rehab, and I think this whole rehab stint that the WWE helped him with was part of the thing that put the wheel in motion for him to go into the Hall of Fame. Because it seems like Vince has been hashing it out with guys.
Right.
So that gives you hope that maybe CM Punk will come back someday. Does that give you hope? No?
The heavens should open up and just let him walk back into the ring. He's the best in the world.
Well, I mean, a lot of guys, if you ever watch anything like Steve or Stone Cold Steve Austin, for instance, he's all, when he did that thing where he didn't come out, like he left for a while because he was ticked about something that was going on. And in one of his podcasts, he talks about how he was stupid. At the time he thought he was right. And as time went on, he realized how wrong he was and what Vince was saying was the right way to go. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, as they get older, realize that Vince didn't know what he was talking about.
So you don't think
oh, here we go.
You think it was Vince knew what was best, or they know what's best, and the best thing to do is to say what Vince wants to hear to get on his good graces, so you can get that deal, that contract, that retirement package where they're going to release a DVD about you, and they're going to push you to WrestleMania weekend so you can get inducted into the Hall of Fame the night before. And you don't think that plays a lot into what these guys are doing? Honestly, you don't think some of these wrestlers are businessmen themselves?
Oh, yeah, JBL.
And know that they have to have Vince on their side to make it through retirement after all these years of wrestling? You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Vince.
I get what you're saying.
Vince knows best for some. Vince don't know best for all. What was he going to do with Jeff Jarrett? They wanted him to drop the title, drop the Intercontinental title, to a woman.
You do what's best for business.
That's Jeff Jarrett's old school guy.
Okay, that's fine. Be old school. That's fine. But here's a comparison. AJ Styles. Okay. Jeff Jarrett. AJ Styles is the current WWE champion. It's Vince McMahon walked over and says, I need you to drop this title to Charlotte Flair. AJ Styles would drop that title willingly and do it because he knows that's what's best for the product at that moment. If Vince McMahon wants me to drop the title and he thinks that that's going to make the product better, he'll do it.
I don't know about that.
You do what the promoter wants you to do. I don't know about that. We have a promoter in the room. Let's ask the promoter. You ask somebody to drop a title to a woman, do they have a right to be upset about it? Maybe they're upset about it, but should they do what you tell them to or ask them to do?
Of course they should.
Especially when you're paying them?
Of course they should, but it's still a job. And especially the WWE, it's a job that you work tremendous hours and tremendous days. You know what I mean? 300 days a year. You don't think that grinds on a person?
No, I'm not saying it doesn't.
You've had factory jobs, right? Where you're just like, you know what? I'm going in today, but if anybody says a word to me, I'm going to slug them. And then your boss comes up and says, hey, I need you to go mop the oil under that guy's machine. And you just lose it. You don't think the same thing happens here? You don't think that you know what I mean?
Stuff like that happens
every job.
I get that. There's politics everywhere you go.
Everywhere. So you know that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be upset no matter what.
I agree with that. But my point is that a lot of the guys realize once they get older and further on into their career
that they need Vince.
No, that's not. Side. No, they think that Vince was right. Multiple guys have said it. Stone Cold being one of them. Ultimate Warrior being another one. I
know.
And there's the price of the Warrior. The proof is in the pudding. All right.
I don't know. We're gonna have to agree. Like that was a perfect example, though. The Ultimate Warrior. I mean, to me, Warrior. I believe he knew something was happening. And he just said
he wanted to shake him down for more money.
Yeah.
Just like Jarrett.
He set his family up to be taken care of.
It's called a work. You're working them.
Gone. See what I'm saying?
Like when a guy wins a title in an organization and says, well, I usually get paid more and tries to get more money out of you the next show. It's called working the promoter. That's what it is. And the promoter looks at you dead in the face and tells you to see you next time. And maybe then that next time never happens. And then they call you and apologize. That's how those things work.
Unless you're Alex.
How so?
Oh, man, Alex gets paid.
No. Oh, Lord.
Are you kidding me? You know how good that guy is?
Do what the boss says. He signs my check. Thank you, Billy Ray Daniels. Speaking, Gooser Gamer says, speaking of Ultimate Warrior, I'm wearing that shirt. Sweet. Is it the one of the painted face, or which one is it? Which one is it? Because I have an Ultimate Warrior shirt too, and it's like a painted. It's just like the painted face, and that's all it is. It's just the painted face. It's not like
I don't have any.
You don't have any Ultimate Warrior shirts?
Nah.
He
was cool, but I wasn't like a huge fan.
I was. When I was a kid. Matter of fact, so when we're at go back up, so I'm in line waiting to get Ted DiBiase's autograph, and. You know, when you're waiting, anybody that waits in line in a wrestling for wrestling stuff, everybody starts talking. I went to this, and and I went to this, and it's like in wrestling fans they talk about all that stuff. That's how like
Star Wars.
That's how we end up with all these things is because we all talk, and we know what's going on. But anyways, so I'm in. Yeah, he says yes, the painted face, awesome. So I'm in line, and this kid's in line with his dad. He's got a backpack on. You remember the Wrestle Buddies?
Yeah.
All right. This kid whips his backpack off, opens it up, pulls out a Ted DiBiase $1 Million Man.
Oh yeah, that's
wrestling
cool.
buddy, and we had a story. And he had a story to tell about it. He told us about when those wrestling buddies first came out. See, this is what I like about these small shows like this because you get stories from the guys,
Right.
I should have pulled my phone out and started recording, but I didn't. And I didn't want to get him, mad at me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes those guys get ticked about that. But anyways, he started telling a story that when his son was little, he got one for his son, and he would, instead of calling it $1 Million Man, he called it my dad, my dad buddy. And he was telling us about it. It was really cool to meet him. I'm really glad that I got to go, and it sucks that you didn't get to go.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
Well, this is another thing. Getting off topic, but that's all right because this is our show. We can do what we want. Chunk and I, we've been friends for a long time now. When was your accident? What year?
97.
97. So since 97, I'm getting an alert that I'm live. So anyways,
hey, we're live.
Right. So in 1997, him and I met, and we've been friends for quite a while. We've even had his ex is one of my exes. I've dated his sister. I've dated one of his cousins. But anyways, right.
Yeah.
So anyways, I've known each other for a long time, and Chunk, he's been back and forth from Florida a couple times. How many times you moved back down there and then back?
5 or 6.
Right. And so, we talk. We would talk, periodically when he was down in Florida, and even when he came back, life, you get busy in life. You got a job, you got kids, you got whatever, and we still talk from time to time. But this show has we talk a whole lot more now because of the show. Whether it be text messages, Facebook, whatever. So it's really, this show has been kind of a way for us to hang out and do stuff. Wrestling people are a different breed, and if you don't have somebody to enjoy wrestling with that's your friend, right? It's not as fun.
It's boring.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like if I I'm not going to go to Autorama and sit there by myself. You know what I'm saying? So you're going with me. That's cool. Last year, Alex went with me. I'm really mad at Alex, by the way, because we started a tradition 2 years ago, and him and I went down to Autorama and we met Daniel Bryan. Then last year we went down and we met AJ Styles. Well, he can't go this year because he is booked on a show in Ohio. So on Friday night, I think it is. No, it's Saturday night. So he'll be leaving Friday and he can't go. Basically is what it is. Whatever.
Tisk.
Yeah. I'm going to knock him out. He'll probably knock me out first, though. That kid's bad to the bone. I don't care what anybody says.
Actually, he paid me to go with you.
Right on. Okay, cool. So moving on to the next thing, James Ellsworth. You remember that guy?
Yes, I do. He made a huge announcement.
Right. Well, you know what, though? I really like him. I don't mind him. I think some people are like, I think the gimmick, it was cool.
I liked what he was doing with Carmella. That was,
it all started with him jobbing out to Braun Strowman. That's where it all started.
Didn't it start with him beating AJ Styles or
no,
something, right?
No, it was he jobbed to Braun Strowman.
I thought it was
he jobbed to Braun.
To AJ, but I don't know. I know he beat AJ Styles.
Yes. Well, anyways, him and AJ Styles are good friends now. But so anyways, he introduced the Intergender Championship belt that he is going to go all over the world and defend. We haven't seen something like that since Andy Kaufman.
I think it's brilliant.
I do too. I think it's one of the best things. I mean, yes, it takes a chunk out, and it takes a piece away.
There you go. Takes
a piece away from Andy Kaufman, but at the same time, I mean, why not? Why? I don't think anybody's done it since Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think anybody's been.
He could really do something with this.
Oh yeah, he could make a lot of money off of
it. And if
he
did it right, he could end up back in the WWE again.
Even
if he does, he could end up in Impact. He could end up in ROH.
Yeah,
he could do all these things. You know what I'm saying?
Wrestle Circus,
Japan, whatever.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? What's the biggest city in Spain? Oh Lord.
That is definitely not a legit wrestling question.
Yeah, I don't know. Right. So yes. So anyways, I definitely think that it could work. He has to do it right. You know what I mean? If he doesn't do it, because Andy Kaufman was great. You know, he was a great actor.
Oh, man.
He made you believe everything.
That, dude.
You know what I mean? I remember watching Taxi. That's where I was first introduced to him with my parents. So but Andy Kaufman, man, that's cool. And with James Ellsworth doing that, I think that's really awesome. Madrid. There you go, Sam. Thank you. What's the biggest city in Spain with wrestling? Who is this guy? No clue.
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, so moving on. Jim Ross has announced his annual show.
Man, this poor guy.
To take place at WrestleMania or during the WrestleMania weekend. It's being called Slobber Knocker Sessions. Show will take place in Louisiana. Tickets are $85. Ouch. However, they include a Q&A with JR, a bottle of his barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's why I said this poor guy. The barbecue sauce must not be selling.
A copy of his latest book, signed, and they went on sale today, and they're only limited to 100 tickets for the show. So I guess if you get those tickets, the 100 tickets, you get all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And of course, there's going to be a show. It's me, Mel Gibson. I died for your sins. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hear about this? There's a lot of speculation about why this happened, but Apollo Crews, no longer Apollo Crews. He's now Apollo.
I know. I wish they'd quit doing that.
Now, the speculation is, and this is all dirt sheet baloney. I don't really like dirt sheet stuff. I try not to talk about it, but it's made such. There's what's that?
Barcelona.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of talk about it, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. However, the speculation is they changed his name just to Apollo because of the shootings in Florida that's happened. You know, God rest all those kids' souls and all that stuff. I feel bad about it, but I don't really think that's why they did it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Vince has been known to do that. Elias was one of them that they did that. It was Elias Sampson. They shortened his name down. You understand?
Yeah. But they did that with someone else too. Who's the little elf guy that was
Hornswoggle?
No, he's not an elf.
Dressed up like something.
He's a leprechaun.
Whatever. Anyways, come on.
The 205 Live champion. The king.
Enzo?
The other guy.
Neville?
Adrian Neville. His name was Adrian Neville.
Yeah, gotcha.
And they were like, oh, no, we're just going to drop the Adrian.
And NWO just pointed that out, too, is Rocky. Rock used to be Rocky.
Yeah, but that was because he evolved from Rocky Maivia into The Rock.
But it was a character change.
Yeah, but that was a whole character change. Apollo Crews isn't. Do you see him changing his character? I mean,
no, I did, but he makes a valid point. They changed his name. Thank you. Please drive through. Would you like
you. Come again.
You need a $5 hot ready?
I do. I'm starving. Bro. No idea.
So I don't think there's anything cryptic about it. I think it's just they decided that they were going to change his name. It was probably easier for them to copyright the name. You understand what I'm saying? Or trademark it so that they can make money from it. Because that's one thing Vince is known for is trademarking
everything.
Right. So he just wants to make money. That's all he wants to do. So there's that.
Can you blame him?
No, I can't.
I mean, that's all I want to do.
So we posted about this on Facebook page, but Kenny Omega has been announced on Chris Jericho's cruise.
Everybody on the Ring of Honor.
Well, Kenny Omega's not on Ring of Honor. He's not signed to a contract to Ring of Honor.
I know, but
he does perform.
I know. everybody on their roster is going to be on this show.
Most people are. The Young Bucks are going to be there, and you knew pretty much as soon as the Young Bucks signed on.
Yeah, everybody was going to follow suit.
Right. But anyways, you can go to ChrisJerichoCruise.com.
Yep.
And you can get some pretty sweet stuff there. You know, go on a cruise with a bunch of wrestlers.
Tickets aren't too badly priced
I know.
either.
I'd rather go to Legends of Wrestling.
Well, I would too, because I can't drown at Legends of Wrestling. And I mean, I've never watched.
She's going down.
I've never watched Titanic, but something about being in a boat in the middle of an ocean where I can't see the bottom, and there's sharks, and I look like a seal.
Yeah,
and just that doesn't sound like fun.
I'd like to go, but I don't think I could. I don't think I could sell my wife on it.
I'd rather go to All In.
Amen to that. Preach on,
honestly,
brother. Preach on.
Wait, I don't even know who's all going to be on the card.
You don't know who's all in?
You're right. But I'd much rather go to All In.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. And so last up here, we have the WWE's released a cruiserweight bracket.
I'm not a fan of the brackets here.
I'm not a fan of they're doing better.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better.
Right.
But I'm not a fan of the possible outcomes here. You know what I mean? So you got Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander on the same side of this bracket. To me, that should be the final. Is Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander out of the people that we got Cedric Alexander versus TJP.
Alexander's taking it,
of course. Roderick Strong against Kalisto.
Strong.
Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali.
Murphy.
I think Ali's going to win that one.
Okay.
Mark Andrews and Drew Gulak.
That's a hard one to say.
Drew Gulak is going to win that match.
Okay.
And I believe Drew Gulak and Cedric Alexander are going to be in the finals. I believe. I don't believe they're on the same side of the...
I believe again, we've talked about Alexander before. Great wrestler. There's something missing. There's something missing, and I believe it's.
He just needs an edge. I think
an edge, or
he's
not really good on the mic. So I mean,
I don't know. He's to me, he's too likable. You know what I mean? It's really hard to not like Cedric Alexander.
I can see that,
but I don't know.
So, the finals for that Cruiserweight Championship will take place
at WrestleMania.
That's it, WrestleMania.
Raw. See, that's why.
All right, so we're gonna pick apart some things from Raw, which there's not a lot to pick from Raw because there was a really long match on Raw.
I know, it was amazing.
It was a good match. All right.
I was having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a little bit about SmackDown, and then the Elimination Chamber picks or predictions, whatever you want to call it. All right. So here we go. We're going into Raw. Here we go. All right. So Braun Strowman won the gauntlet match.
Seth Rollins lost.
Well, I mean, wasn't he the first one in?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he spent a long time in that match.
It's true.
Coming into Elimination Chamber, 5-6 days away. That was a long match for him.
Psychological wise, okay, when you're going into Elimination Chamber, it's going to be easily the people that are hardcore want Rollins to win or whatever. It's going to be believable when he doesn't win,
right?
Because of that, right?
Yeah.
So psychological wise, it made sense that why they did that.
And I mean, I don't know. To me, I think it was an amazing match, but Seth probably should have cut it a little shorter. But I thought Elias was great. And did you see how fast Braun Strowman ran?
Yeah.
That dude can move.
Definitely.
He chased Miz down like nothing.
Well, it was a good match. Overall, I really liked the gauntlet. I mean, it was A lot less talking. I mean, there was a whole lot of wrestling and a whole lot less talking.
I've always been a fan of gauntlet matches, though.
So it was a good match.
It was pretty cool.
It was probably one of the better Raws we had in a while.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because of that. Now, I can't say that should be the format for every Raw.
Right.
You know,
no, definitely not.
You know, but it was definitely a decent match. So Titus Worldwide defeated the Bar again. Then they've been having these.
I'm telling you, they're setting something up here with Titus Worldwide. I think they really want to push Apollo Crews. Apollo, my bad, Vince.
Well, so they have the credibility because they beat the champs.
Yeah,
they had the credibility. Then they lost, so their credibility was gone. Right. And they keep doing this.
It was questionable.
Right. They keep doing this with them.
Right.
So I'm really confused because usually when you push somebody, you push them.
You push them. Yeah.
You don't do this rock and roll thing. You know.
Well, see, they used to do that. They used to do that back in the '80s. Remember?
Yeah. Well,
like the Honky Tonk Man. He was on a losing streak and then won the Intercontinental Championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then went on to be
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They used to do that back in the '80s,
right.
where a guy would be up and then down, and then up and then down, and then next thing you know, he's got gold around his waist. So maybe that's what they're doing is they're taking a look back into the golden era of wrestling, what I feel is the golden era of wrestling, and plucking some key things, you know, that they're going to use. So, but I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm a little confused with this. Whatever's going on with Titus Worldwide. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm confused. Do you want us to like them or do you not? You know, they're defeating the Bar, which is a heel group, right? So, all right. So now they're up here, and now are they going to lose next week? And we bring them back down here? I mean, you know what I'm saying? An emotional freaking roller coaster here. You know, at what point do people start losing interest and say, I don't care? And then
usually a couple of weeks,
and then they shuffle them, and they're not on TV anymore. Like what's happening on SmackDown.
Right.
Okay. So, and before we get into that, so we've got a couple other things to talk about. And again, you know, we're not talking about everything that happened on Raw.
Right. You know, I didn't even watch this match.
Neither did I. But I wrote about it.
Right.
But so Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mickie James faced off against Raw Women's Champ Alexa Bliss and Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. I forgot. I wrote it Banks. I from now on I want to call her Sasha Botch.
Sasha
Botch. But anyways, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Mickie James defeated Absolution with the addition of Alexa Bliss. And then Sasha Banks and Bayley were going to go to attack Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James jumped in and helped her out.
Right.
And so a lot of people are speculating like they're gonna Alexa Bliss is gonna come out on top at the Chamber. We'll talk about this, but they're speculating that she's gonna come out on top because of this. I think they're working us as per the usual. There's that.
Look, Andrew said open bar on March 17th.
She's setting up for the black belt research and test tomorrow. The bar is open.
Yeah, he said open bar on March 17th.
Yeah, right.
Good job. That's what I'm talking about.
I bet I did.
Is there going to be a DJ too?
We're going to go into SmackDown here. So I'm going to rant right now again today because I've had a couple of them. Rusev. 2 weeks he ain't been on TV.
I know. I've been so happy.
Baloney. I mean, he's selling merch. The calendars are selling out. His shirts are doing well, and they're keeping him off the TV.
Yes, I do care.
It's like they're trying to cool him off.
You know, all they'd have to do is take Aiden English away from him.
I don't think so.
Then he loses all his appeal. Sorry, but Rusev Day. Rusev is horrible.
What is wrong with you?
None.
Something.
None.
Something's wrong with you.
None.
Yeah. You know what? He'll flip the switch later on.
No, I won't.
When he gets the big push, the next thing you know, he's got a belt in like 2 years. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, I love Rusev."
No, I've never been.
Just like now, all of a sudden he likes Alex. He's like, "Oh, Alex."
Whoa, that might not be a cuss word, but I think you owe Vader a quarter.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The best thing about Rusev was Lana.
Whatever you say.
And he's horrible. Horrible.
So how about this? Okay, so did you watch SmackDown, right? Okay. So how about I'm so done with this back and forth between Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. At first it was where's it gonna go? What does anybody have to gain from this story?
I'm sorry, I almost jumped into the computer screen.
All right. So what is there to gain? Nothing. There is nothing to gain. You're taking up precious minutes of TV time that people that are not wrestling on TV, like Rusev, for instance, could be using.
That's why they did it. It's a conspiracy.
Okay.
It's a conspiracy.
I don't think it's a conspiracy.
I do.
I just think the writers don't know what the heck they're doing.
I think it's a conspiracy.
Okay, whatever. You can think whatever you want. I mean, you're free white American.
Hey. That'll be enough, sir.
KO and Zayn are up to their old tricks again.
Are they? Or I don't think it's really Sami Zayn is baiting KO in.
Well, so I do believe that, and I said this a while ago, that it's going to result in another feud between KO and Zayn. But you see the build up slowly happening, but I think it's too slow.
Do you remember the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match NXT for the NXT Championship?
Yes. Before KO went to the main roster?
Yes, when KO beat Sami Zayn to death in the middle of the ring.
Yes.
I believe that's what's going to happen, but I believe the roles are going to be reversed. Sami Zayn beats up Kevin Owens like he's never done before, and Kevin Owens is going to leave for a little while. I believe that's what we're building up to.
That's believable.
Instead of an all-out. No,
that's not. I don't like that idea.
Feud. I believe that KO is going to
write that down.
A couple of weeks, and
so yeah, definitely. But so the KO took on Dolph Ziggler, and but Zayn came out during the match, and he didn't do anything. He just the music hit. He started to look like he was getting in the ring. Dolph paid attention to him, then KO pinned him, and KO wins.
Yeah, how about that kick to the side of Dolph's head?
Oh yeah, did you see it? It looked like that. It looked kind of stiff. I'm not sure, unless Dolph's really just that good at selling. You know,
which he could be. Because I've said for a long time, Dolph is really good.
Yeah, definitely. So there's that. The New Day. The New Day defeated Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable for the right to compete for the SmackDown title against.
If you want some musical wrestlers, the New Day is where you want to be. Not Aiden English and whatever that dude's name is.
So, my man. So they earned the right to face off against the Usos at Fastlane pay-per-view for the SmackDown tag team titles. And then. So it seemed like they were pushing Benjamin and Gable for a minute. Now it seems like they're backing off of that.
Well, I think they're trying. I think we're seeing the window open a little more. I believe that they're looking for a bigger tag team match, maybe a 3-way or a 4-way or something like that.
You just said 3-way
and 4-way.
Ooh.
Yeah,
sexy.
Not even talking about golf. But I believe we see 3 or 4 teams fighting for the championship is what's going to happen. I believe.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
Big Chuck Wagon would be hilarious. That guy's amazingly funny. Chuck Wagon.
I think he should too. I love Chuck.
Yeah. So
I do. I think Big Chuck should be Bluewater Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That guy puts.
It'd take him 20 minutes to get to the ring. It'd be worse than Casey and his talking.
I was just about to say, what's different between him and Sean Casey?
No, because you're just like, all right, get in the ring.
At least he wrestles.
True.
Perfect timing.
Caden's up there laughing. That's my son up there. Who, by the way, we're gonna launch this kid a YouTube channel. He's our future star. I'm gonna launch him a YouTube channel. We're gonna call it KK's. What was it? KK's Play Place or KK's Corner, something like that. I can't remember. But it's gonna be him just playing with toys and stuff because he wants to be on YouTube. So I'm gonna let him do it. Maybe he can make Dad millions of dollars, which would be sweet because then they all can go to college.
He can make himself millions of dollars.
Well, Dad's getting a piece, right? So then my favorite Bludgeon Brothers faced some local guys out of Arizona.
Yeah, jobbers.
Yeah, some jobbers. And so
they like pushed the New Day right off the entrance ramp. Did you see that? Like New Day was like celebrating in the ring and they're getting out, they're walking up the aisle. And the Bludgeon Brothers music hits, and they come down, and I mean, New Day was still out there on the ramp as they're making their entry. You know, they're
well, didn't they do that with the Usos?
Yeah. These guys. That's what makes me think that we're gonna see.
I see it, but I think it's too slow of a buildup.
Well, they got to build it up somehow. You know.
Well, so the overall, I see.
Yeah.
But the Bludgeon Brothers, I think they're jobbing them out way too much.
Yeah,
we need to start seeing some actual roster competition other than the whatever they are, the people that get all dressed up, Rizongo or whatever they're called, those two, and then the other one's Ascension. Come on, man, let's see some serious stuff here.
Yeah,
we need to start seeing some real wrestling, man. But so there was that, and then of course, my favorite wrestler, Baron Corbin, took on AJ Styles.
Who won?
AJ. But so AJ wins, and then KO and Zayn come out and beat the dog snot out of him. They put the boots to him, basically. But I'm not a big fan of Corbin. You know that.
I don't know why.
He's got skill.
He's a legit big guy.
It's the same thing with Apollo Crews for me. It's not Apollo Crews. Cedric Alexander, excuse me.
He's a legit big guy.
Mm-hmm.
He can move. Mm-hmm. He's agile. I mean, his in-ring isn't. He's not a wrestler yet. He's getting there. He's getting a lot better. But I mean, and his mic skills could probably use a little bit of work. But Corbin is. To me, he's the big guy on the roster right now. Their Big Cass is garbage compared to Corbin. You know what I mean? And
they're definitely not on the same level.
Other than Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's in a league by himself. You know
that guy is so over.
You can't even put him in. I don't even think The Undertaker at the height of his career was as over as Braun Strowman, honestly. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting take.
It is. And because, I mean, you just say the word Braun Strowman in a WWE chat room and everyone goes crazy. You know what I mean? So, well, but Corbin is amazing.
To you,
he's going to be good.
Going to be good and is good are two different things. One word changed that whole thing. Yes, it did.
All right, continue.
So usually it's me getting mad and saying, all right, moving on. Here you are.
I'm not getting mad. I just don't understand.
Well, I don't need you to understand. I don't understand why you don't. I don't understand why you don't like Shinsuke Nakamura or Asuka. But hey,
Shinsuke's rubbing off on me.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No. But yeah, Asuka. I'm not a fan of Asuka at all. Naya's gonna
moving on. All right, so
Naya's gonna kill you.
This guy made edits here.
I changed one sentence.
Let's talk about Sunday. Why can't we talk about Elimination Chamber?
You know what's on Sunday?
The Elimination Chamber.
The Walking Dead.
I don't care. I could care less.
No, I'm really, honestly, I'm like,
I've never really been a big fan of The Walking Dead. I've watched it, but I'm not like, oh my God, Walking Dead's on!
The Elimination Chamber. I mean, you know.
I'd rather watch paint dry. Anyways,
you're as dumb as paint.
That's insulting. I'm offended. I'm going home. Oh wait, I'm here. So, anyways, Elimination Chamber predictions and more. All right,
and more,
and more, and more. Before we go into the picks, all right. Well, this is the more part right here. Okay, Ronda Rousey is scheduled to appear at the Elimination Chamber, and with that appearance, she is going to sign her official WWE contract. So that, well, her Raw, because she's going to be on the Raw roster.
Yeah, I was just about to say, remember we talked about this, and you were like, there's no way that she can start out right on. I told you.
Oh, okay, you told me. However, I don't agree with it. I don't think that I understand she has star power. She has that going for her. Okay, she fought in the UFC. She has it going for her as well. However,
she's bronze medal.
Don't care.
Judo.
That's okay. That's all right. So here's my thing. I'm a second-degree black belt in Tung Soo Do. That doesn't mean I can wrestle. That's exactly it.
You're also a bit out of shape. So
come on into the dojo. Come on in. Looks can be deceiving, brother. Come on in. I can get upset and I can get mad, but I know what I'm capable of. So come on in.
You can't wrestle. You just said so.
No, I can't wrestle, but I can spar.
Because you're out of shape.
I can spar. You like to spar?
I don't know, man. You can't hit me in my stomach.
I can hit you in your face.
Oh.
But anyways,
I don't want to hurt the moneymaker.
So to me, like, okay, so putting Ronda Rousey on the main roster compared to putting her into NXT, when you put people like Austin Aries, perfect example, Austin Aries, guy has won world championships, and you put him in NXT and make him earn his weight. Then he comes into the main roster and you totally underutilize him. Okay, there's one. Asuka, totally developed or totally been wrestling for a long time before she even came into the WWE. Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Ricochet, all established wrestlers who all started in NXT when they came to WWE before they came to the main roster. I don't agree with it.
I think probably a stipulation in her contract.
I don't agree with it.
Well, I mean,
that's just my thing. And you know, hey, I'm not a Ronda Rousey hater. When she fought in the UFC, I watched her lose too. That doesn't take away from the fact that she's a great fighter.
Kick her around the world, man, that was horrendous.
You know what I mean? I just think that like anybody else in the industry, she should have to earn her weight. She shouldn't just because she's a star walk in and be on the main roster and have main event or even mid card matches for that matter. I don't think she's earned her weight yet. Now, maybe she comes in and she knocks everybody's socks off. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't.
She's going to make money. That's why.
She's going to make money.
She's going to be the #1 merch seller.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that.
Every woman fan is going to want.
So you're going to write that down as your prediction? Tough guy. But I definitely don't think that she's earned it. And I think they need to put her in NXT because in order for it to really.
I wrote it down.
Fuck off. There we go. There we go. Anyways, one for the swear jar. Oh, wow. That was good. So anyways, where are we at here? I'm missing a page. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, now we're going to get into the matches. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So, Nia Jax. Is Nia Jax ready for Asuka? The question is, does Nia Jax beat Asuka at the Elimination Chamber?
All right. Nia Jax, if she wins this match, she's added to the match at WrestleMania for the championship.
Is she?
Yeah. That's why they're wrestling.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe Asuka is ready for Nia. But I also don't believe Nia wins this match, but gets into the match at WrestleMania in a different way.
I can see that.
Not sure how.
That sounds WWE-ish.
Not sure how, but I believe Asuka wins this match, but Nia Jax gets into the match at WrestleMania.
So fatal three-way
for the championship, and I believe that's when Asuka loses her first match.
It does seem like that's the route that WWE seems to be going a lot lately, because they can't sort out the matches, so they just throw everybody into one in the ring and say, "Okay, so we'll sort it out that way." You know what I mean? Which leads to, you got any money?
What do you need? $1?
I need something, because here's $1. All right, because that's piss poor writing. Piss.
Yeah, another one.
All right, so
$1. So we actually, Vader still owes us $0.25.
So you put that quarter in there, and we'll call it good, right? But that's exactly what it is. Piss poor writing, in my opinion. So I call Asuka. Asuka's gonna win, and I see what you're saying, but it does it work out that way? I don't know. I'm not calling WrestleMania yet. We'll wait till we get there. Okay. Right. All right. So Woken Matt Hardy. I'm not even sure why they're having this match now, but Woken Matt Hardy takes on Bray Wyatt. Chunk, are you woken?
Oh, I'm woke.
I'm woke. All right. Who you got? Matt Hardy or Bray Wyatt?
I say Matt Hardy wins this.
Matt Hardy wins.
I do.
So storyline wise, it makes sense for Hardy to lose. So I'm going to say Hardy. So I'm going to say Bray.
Saying Bray Wyatt?
Yeah. So I say Bray Wyatt. Wins.
I say I picked Matt because Bray Wyatt beat Matt Hardy already in the 25th edition.
Have you paid attention to how the character develops?
Vignettes are going?
Well, yeah, but not even the vignettes. But if you go back to Impact and the character development of Matt Hardy's character, he's got to lose a whole lot before he gets to the final delete, like the actual final deletion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I also think this is going to lead into something else that's already been done, which is the Hardy
final deletion.
Yeah, the final deletion, Hardy versus Hardy. You know,
I figured Matt Hardy wins this so that we have a rubber match.
A continuation. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Well, that's your take. All right, Alexa. All right. So these are where the big ones come in. You ready?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Alexa Bliss, Raw Women's title is on the line in the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match. Women's elimination match, okay? She takes on Bayley, Sasha Botch, Mickie James, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. So, I don't want to know baloney. Who wins? Who wins the title? Does Alexa Bliss walk out as the Raw Women's Champion?
Miss Bliss wins this.
Oh, you're calling Bliss, huh?
Miss Bliss wins this. Who you got? He's going to say Mickie James.
I am.
I knew it. Mickie James.
The way things are playing out, it just makes sense.
So fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickie.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so then we have the men's Elimination Chamber, which we have another first ever, again, seven-man Elimination Chamber match. With this one, you have, let's see, you got The Miz. Go ahead.
Elias, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, and my pick, Finn Balor wins this match.
Finn Balor's winning it all.
Balor wins this match.
So Chunk's calling Finn Balor wins the Elimination Chamber and goes on to WrestleMania.
Finn Balor goes on to WrestleMania to wrestle Brock Lesnar and win back the championship that he never lost.
Okay.
Because you know Brock's not re-signing with WWE.
How do you know that?
IRA. Because my sources called me and they told me Brock's not signing with the WWE. He's going back to the UFC.
That's the reports, but it could be him trying to work a contract, you know.
And we're gonna see the rightful owner of the Universal title get his championship back. Who you got? Braun Strowman.
See, the difference is who I want to win and who I think is going to win. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Okay,
there's the mark. There's the mark in me that says I want this guy to win, and then there's the this is historic in the story. This is who should win. You understand?
Right? Because if I did that, I would say Finn Balor and Braun Strowman. Those, you know, I want Finn Balor to win, but you know, if I went with,
I want Seth Rollins to win.
Really?
Yes, but I think Braun Strowman's going to win. So I'm calling Braun Strowman.
Seth, why Seth?
And I'm going against what all the dirt sheets have been saying is that Roman Reigns is going to win. I don't think that he should win, but there's that.
Seth, why do you want Seth Rollins? You like Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that hurts.
So we got it all picked out. Those are our predictions. We wrote them down. Now we're not going to have a show Friday, so we'll try to do something where we talk about the Elimination Chamber through the week or something after you get out of work.
Maybe we can do that on the. Maybe we can go live, like Andrew said, and we can talk about it on the road.
We could.
You know what I mean?
You'll have to hold the camera because
that's all right.
You know,
so while we're chilling waiting for 6 hours, we're gonna have to have something to do. You know what I mean?
People are like, "What the hell's going on here?
What are these two idiots doing?"
So who cares? We don't have any viewers left. We got 2 viewers.
2 viewers, and it's us.
So we probably don't have any legit wrestling questions, which is absolutely okay with me because we are running on
40 minutes over.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, but it is what it is. It's the Elimination Chamber picks. We're going to go over. We knew it. I knew it, and I really don't care. It is what it is. You don't want to watch, don't watch. Fast forward, watch it later. You know, watch it later. You know, most typical podcasts. I know we're not a podcast; we're a live YouTube show. But most podcasts go for 2-3 hours.
Yeah,
you know, and they edit it. They edit it all up, and they do all these fancy things to it. Man, we're raw, man. We are raw and coming to you live because that's why we slipped the F-bomb. Whoops.
That was a perfect setup, wasn't it?
So we got no legit wrestling questions tonight because everybody left us. Everybody left us. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. So we're going to start closing out the show. Remember, you can go down there and you can click on the links. If you want a T-shirt, you can go to our ProWrestlingTees.com storefront. We got 2 shirts up there now, one with Rasslin Rage logo, one with the Chunk Equals Ratings. Looks like a kid with some crayons wrote it. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. So if you want to go on there, what's cool about Pro Wrestling Tees is, you know, before when we were ordering T-shirts, we could only order X amount of T-shirts because we only had X amount of money. And, you know, and we can only, so you only go, all right, we'll take 10 of these and 10 of those. And actually, you know, we've spent $100, you know, so we only get like 2 sizes at a time. And with this on the website, you can order any size you want. And it ships right to your house. And that works for me because I ain't got to worry about it. And that's exactly the way I like it. Okay. So there's that. There's also the link for Fite TV. We've already talked about that earlier, but remember, it's down there. There's if you want to buy tickets for BWCW's next show on March 17th, which is down there, March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day, by the way. So boom, if you didn't know, I'm Irish, so I'm
Irish too.
I'll be drinking. So you can go down there. What are you doing? Oh, that's like illegal. So go down there, do that. Make sure that you go over like here somewhere and give us a thumbs up, right? And then over here, like down there in this corner, you can click on that or like hover over it and it'll bring a little subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do all that good stuff. Wish me luck because tomorrow I'm heading down to Lincoln Park to get my butt kicked for my black belt research.
I'm going to work.
Yeah, well, I'll trade you.
Okay. I don't think you're going to get another black belt, though.
Well, it's a research. It's not testing.
Okay, well, then I don't think they're going to allow you to keep the one you got.
Right. Thank you, NWO. Highly appreciate that. There's that. So definitely check all that stuff out. Make sure you guys go over to the Facebook page. If you've never joined us before, or maybe you know somebody that likes wrestling, turn them on to the Facebook page. Have them like the Facebook page. Get into our Facebook group and interact with us there. Talk to us. Post some stuff in the group. You know, maybe you see something online. Post it in there. And we'll talk to you guys about it. There's like 300-400 people in that group, so pretty cool stuff. So, and make sure you subscribe. So, thanks guys so much for joining us tonight. We highly appreciate it all. Make sure you guys go down there. And also, there's a donation link down there for PayPal. You go down there and donate if you want. We don't have Patreon or Patreon or whatever it is yet. I don't really know how to use it. I'm still trying to learn all this other stuff one day at a time. All right, but Rage. You guys have a great night. They call me Cody.
They call me Chunk.
Very good. Remember, there's no show next week, guys. We'll see you 2 weeks from today. Maybe we'll go live on Facebook or something from the Autorama. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys? No, wrong mouse. Gotta love that. You guys have a great night. Check you later.